So I invite next participant, Pooja Suresh. We start with your presentation.
Yes.
And I request you to kindly go towards
Yeah, I will be very
conclusion
quick.
part and complete the presentation within 5 minutes. Thank you.
I hope my screen is presentable.
Yes, your screen is visible now.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'll just be very quick with my presentation. Um, so since we're talking about the India's vision of like developed like by 2047, so my main theme is ASEAN India Free Trade Agreement. And what I want to say is that trade is not it's not only depends on how much we trade with the world, but also it depends what we trade, with whom we trade, and at what technology we are trading. um, so this is my main theme: India ASEAN trade integration under AFTA. AFTA is like ASEAN India Free Trade Agreement, a volume commodity level assessment. And these are the 10 countries which are in that, uh, included in ASEAN. And since 2010, we have a free trade agreement with them. These are the objectives, which I'll be going through quickly. Main is like what we are observing, the import and export. So it was observed that import has been steadily increasing, whereas the export has not increased as much as the imports. And this has led to a huge trade imbalance that is known as the trade deficit, what we call. So through whatever our analysis has been done, like India ASEAN bilateral trade has shown substantially uh, like a degraded thing after the AFTA. However, it's not just the more of the import, but it depends on the commodities also. That's why I have focused uh, on the commodity composition. So India's import from ASEAN, these are the commodities which has been focused upon, and I have taken two-digit level goods, that is HS two-digit, machinery and mechanical appliances, electrical and electronic equipments, mineral fuels, intermediate goods, and capital goods. So the main what is the interpretation is that ASEAN has been supplying technologically and capital intensive goods. So but that basically means that India is depending on this goods from ASEAN. Whereas when we talk about India's export to ASEAN, it's chemicals, pharmaceutical, agricultural, and limited manufactured goods. So we are having a very narrowed and a very low space, or low, or you can say a very limited market to provide to them, or very limited basket of goods to provide to them. So, um, when we're talking about the commodities, just I'll change my slide. Uh, the key insight what we are studying from the post AFTA effect, that is trade integration, has been asymmetric. That is, India is importing high value, technologically intensive goods, while we are exporting lower value products, and this is causing the imbalance. Uh, Directly, I would like to move towards the policy implication. So, for India to achieve its vision of develop India by 2047, trade agreements like the after one must be strategically followed, and this requires export diversification, then sectoral upgrading, and in more integration into the ASEAN-led value chains, and a stronger focus on technologically intensive manufactured goods. And just to conclude, while this free trade agreement has succeeded in expanding our trade with the ASEAN countries, but it has not delivered a balanced and sustainable integration. So, for a commodity level perspective, it reveals that the structural constraints that must be addressed if trade is to support our India's long-term goal. Um, Also, we need to align with the trade policy with innovation, manufacturing, and value chain participation, so that we can have our vision of 2047. So, just to conclude, I would like to say that Um, just to sorry, am I screen to conclude, for Develop India's 2047, the challenge is not trading more, but it is that we need to trade smarter. Okay, thank you everyone.